Hi! In the last two videos we looked at using AI in the command line in different ways. First we installed Perplexity, which is a plugin on top of the LLM tool. In the second one we went a little bit deeper and wrote a script to generate a whole news briefing for us using AI as a command line tool script. And now I want to share with you 3 tricks that I use on the command line with AI almost daily. So let's start with the first one. The first one is about the daily things that you do when coding. And when coding, you write your stuff, you want to check it in to your Git system or whatever, and then you need to come up with a commit message. And I am lazy. I don't know what to write into the commit message other than what changed. So I automated this away using my own little script that uses AI to write the commit message for me. So here's how it works. I've stored it under a function, and the function is called genCommitMessage. This is how it works. It's a small function written in the fish batch language. The prompt that I use is create a git commit message based on the following output, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm using git diff here. So this here is git diff. Git diff creates a diff from the last commit to the current state of your file system, and that whole commit diff will contain everything you changed since the last checkout in a single text file, which I then pipe into LLM here, and with Cloud Haiku, which is good enough for this stuff. And the system prompt I'm using here tells Haiku effectively to look at this diff here and write a commit message. So let's try this out. I'm now in my demo directory. Let's go into a directory that has actually some code. This is the code for the Serendipity engine, which is another YouTube video I made about creating AI images. Let's do something simple. Let's just add another test file into this whole thing here. And now let's do genCommitMessage. It will first do a git add dot, which will add everything in the directory into the git so that it creates that difference. Then does git diff. It then goes to Haiku and tells it to create the prompt for us. And here we go. Add test.txt with initial content. Created new test file, added initial test content. And since I told it to always end it with something fun, it also wrote, finally a file that lives up to its name. Let's see if it actually passes the test. So I like fun in everything, so why not let Claude have some fun here with your commits. So that was trick number 1. Trick number 2. I love working with graphics, and that's why I wrote this Serendipity engine to create AI graphics for me. In fact, I have this picture here, which was created today. It's a very winter-ish scene. And if I want to post this on social media, like on Bluesky, for example, then it's always good to add an alt text with the image. And an alt text is an alternative. It's a description of the image. And the description should help people with visual impairments understand what's on the picture. Again, I'm too lazy to write those alt texts. I'm not an English native speaker, so I'm probably not really good at doing that. So why not let Claude do it for us? Here's where the second trick comes in. And I also created a little command for me, which is called alt text. And alt text uses a very simple prompt: create an alt text for this image for people with visual impairments, only output the alt text, nothing else. And it uses, again, Cloud Haiku to do this for us. And the trick here is, don't forget that LLMs can see. So you can use the -a flag here to attach something to your LLM prompt. In this case, we are going to attach the first argument that we're going to pass to it, and then it'll create the alt text for us. So let's do it. Let's go back first to our directory. Let's see. Then we look at the picture here. This is the picture that I just showed you. And now let's try it out. Alt text. There we go. And now we wait for the magic to happen. And here we go, a serene winter landscape featuring a frozen or icy marsh with tall cattails and reeds and so on and so forth. So again, use AI to automate away the things that you're either not good at or that you don't want to do. And in this case, I outsourced my alt text image creation stuff, which is super useful when you write blog posts with images to do that. And now comes trick number 3, which you can combine with any of these, because to be honest, I don't spend all of my life on the command line. I don't spend all of my life in terminal. In fact, I occasionally also use a web browser or other stuff, right? Now, here is how you can bridge the two. I just recently learned that the Mac has 2 commands called pbcopy and pbpaste, which allow you to send stuff to the clipboard or pasteboard, or to send stuff from the clipboard into your command line. And we can combine this because we can now use our alt text command here and then just pipe the output to pbcopy. And now the output will go into the clipboard. So after it's done, we can then go to, let's say, Bluesky, say new post, say something like, hey, and then we can attach our image here from the desktop demo directory and then our image here. And here we can actually go into the alt text part and just do command B for paste. And here we go. This is the output of the last command that we sent into pbcopy. And now we have it here. And then we can go on and use this as an alt text. Similarly, you can also go the other way around. So for the next trick, we are going to do the reverse. We'll go into our web page here, pick any of the tags here. As you can see here, I opened up developer mode. We can go through the code. There's lots of stuff going in here, stuff that I'm interested in, or maybe stuff that I'm not interested in. We can actually pick something from any of these things here. For example, let's pick this post here, which is from a German website. And then we can use our inspector to find the element here, or maybe get the whole element here. And then we can say something like copy element. Now we have this element in our clipboard, and we can say pbpaste, pipe LLM with any prompt, like what's this site about. And now we are sending the whole HTML bit that we got here, and then we get a description in English about this German website that we have here. It actually is a humorous website, so it actually explains the humor here. So if you want to interact with the non-terminal world, you can use pbcopy, pbpaste. I hope this was useful. Have fun with these 3 tips. Remember, use LLM or use AI on the command line to automate away the stuff that is too complicated, that you're too lazy for, or that you want to automate away for any reason. And you can use either text mode to do the stuff, like in our Git example here, Git commit message example here. You can use image mode, you can attach images, and you can actually exchange data using pbcopy and pbpaste on a Mac to send data outside of the terminal to whatever other tool, or from any other tool into your terminal using the clipboard. Thank you.